Among the many mysteries of SpongeBob SquarePants, one of the most perplexing is why Squidward Tentacles, who we see as always miserable, refuses to quit his job at the Krusty Krab. Squidward, with his artistic aspirations, disdain for fast food, and perpetual irritability, seems like the least likely person to stay in such a mundane job. Yet, he endures year after year. While at first glance it might seem like a plot device to keep him in close proximity to SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs, there's a growing belief that Squidward's decision to stay at the Krusty Krab stems from more of a complex mix of emotional, financial, and psychological reasons. Let's get into some compelling evidence, fan theories, and moments from the show that reveal the deeper reasons behind Squidward's choice to stay at the Krusty Krab. At the core of Squidward's character is his desire for control and stability. While he loathes his daily routine at the Krusty Krab, there's a comfort in its predictability. Season 3, Episode 4, titled Squid on Strike, provides significant evidence to support this theory. In the episode, Squidward initiates a strike to protest Mr. Krabs' exploitation. However, despite his enthusiasm for quitting, the chaos that ensues leaves Squidward disoriented. His brief attempt at freedom proves disastrous, as he realizes that without his job, his life lacks structure. Squidward's return to work at the end of the episode suggests that, despite his complaints, the Krusty Krab represents a certain level of security that he secretly craves. This theme of stability is echoed throughout the series. Despite fantasizing about becoming a famous clarinet player or world-renowned artist, Squidward consistently fails in his attempts to achieve these dreams. His repeated artistic failures, highlighted in episodes like Artist Unknown, Season 2, Episode 18, reveal how important stability is to him. In his heart, Squidward likely knows that his chances of succeeding in the competitive world of art or music are slim, and the Krusty Krab offers him a fallback, a place where he knows he can succeed at a basic level, even if it means enduring the mundane. Maybe the most significant reason Squidward remains at the Krusty Krab is his complex love-hate relationship with SpongeBob. Squidward is constantly annoyed by SpongeBob's ceaseless positivity and overenthusiasm, but at the same time, SpongeBob provides a level of companionship and emotional support that Squidward lacks in other aspects of his life. In fact, several episodes hint that Squidward's feelings towards SpongeBob are not purely negative. In the episode Dying for Pie, Season 2, Episode 4, Squidward believes SpongeBob is going to die after eating a pie filled with explosives. Rather than feeling relief, Squidward shows genuine concern and guilt, revealing that deep down, he does care for SpongeBob. His loneliness, something he's never willing to admit out loud, is somewhat alleviated by SpongeBob's relentless companionship. Quitting the Krusty Krab would mean leaving SpongeBob behind, and despite his complaints, there's a part of Squidward that values their connection, no matter how strained it may seem on the surface. Moreover, fans have noted that Squidward's insults towards SpongeBob often come across more as frustrations with himself. Squidward's jealousy of SpongeBob's talent, despite SpongeBob's simplicity, has been explored in episodes like Band Geeks, Season 2, Episode 15. SpongeBob, while childlike and naive, is often portrayed as more skilled and successful than Squidward in many areas, which only exacerbates Squidward's feelings of inadequacy. It's possible that remaining at the Krusty Krab gives Squidward an outlet for his emotions, allowing him to project his dissatisfaction with himself onto SpongeBob. We can argue that a more practical theory involves Squidward's financial situation. Despite his grand aspirations of becoming an artist or musician, it's clear throughout the series that Squidward doesn't have the financial means to pursue these dreams. The episode, Can You Spare a Dime? Season 3, Episode 12, reveals a lot about Squidward's precarious financial state. After quitting his job, Squidward is quickly reduced to homelessness, highlighting how dependent he is on his paycheck from the Krusty Krab. While his artistic dreams are lofty, Squidward is keenly aware that they're not likely to pay the bills anytime soon. Additionally, Squidward lives alone and has shown no indication of familial or social financial support. His house is filled with expensive art and decor that suggests Squidward's love for the finer things, but also implies he may be living beyond his means. The Krusty Krab, as low-paying as it is, provides Squidward with a steady income, something he may not be able to easily replace. In an undersea world where job opportunities seem limited, the Krusty Krab represents stability in an otherwise precarious financial situation. Despite his constant complaining, Squidward's life is largely defined by his routine. His day revolves around going to work, playing his clarinet, and interacting with his neighbors. Squidward's attachment to routine is demonstrated in Squidville, Season 2, Episode 6, where he moves to a community designed for squids, free from SpongeBob, Patrick, and the Krusty Krab. At first, Squidward is ecstatic, enjoying the predictability and tranquility of his new life. However, after a few days, he finds himself bored and miserable, longing for the chaos and unpredictability he left behind. This episode highlights a critical aspect of Squidward's character. While he claims to want peace and quiet, he thrives on a certain level of chaos and routine. The Krusty Krab, as much as he claims to hate it, provides him with that balance of predictability and frustration that he craves. Without the Krusty Krab, and by extension, SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs, Squidward's life would be unremarkable and dull, something he inadvertently fears. Fans have also picked up on this in online discussions, arguing that Squidward is a creature of habit. Reddit user u/squidfan123 commented on how Squidward's personality is driven by his need for control over his environment, stating, "If Squidward didn't have the Krusty Krab, he'd have nothing to complain about, and in a way, that's his lifeblood." This attachment to routine is further demonstrated by how often Squidward returns to the Krusty Krab even after quitting or taking a break. Squidward's interactions with Mr. Krabs also reveal another layer to his decision to stay at the Krusty Krab. While he frequently expresses disdain for Mr. Krabs' greed and exploitative practices, there's a sense of mutual dependence between the two characters. Mr. Krabs recognizes that Squidward is not the ideal employee, but he also values Squidward's consistent presence. Likewise, Squidward, despite his complaints, seems to tolerate Mr. Krabs' antics because he knows that, in the end, he's not likely to find a better boss. In the episode Just One Bite, Season 3, Episode 4, Squidward goes out of his way to hide his enjoyment of Krabby Patties, suggesting that despite his negativity, he does find some level of enjoyment in his job, even if he's too proud to admit it. His complicated relationship with Mr. Krabs can be seen as one of mutual tolerance. They might not like each other, but they need each other in order for the Krusty Krab to function. At the heart of Squidward's decision to stay at the Krusty Krab may be a deep-seated fear of failure. Squidward frequently dreams of achieving fame as an artist or musician, but his consistent failure to reach these goals suggests that he may not have the skills or drive necessary to succeed in these fields. Episodes like Squilliam Returns, Season 3, Episode 8, and Professor Squidward, Season 6, Episode 3, show Squidward trying and failing to prove himself in the world of music and art. His encounters with Squilliam Fancyson, a more successful version of himself, only serve to deepen Squidward's insecurities. By staying at the Krusty Krab, Squidward avoids confronting the reality of his failures. It's easier for him to complain about his life than to actually take a risk and try to pursue his dreams. If he quits the Krusty Krab, he would be forced to confront the possibility that his dreams might never come true. Staying at the Krusty Krab allows him to remain in a state of comfortable dissatisfaction where he can dream of greatness without ever risking failure. So as we can see, Squidward Tentacles' refusal to quit the Krusty Krab is rooted in more than just his constant complaining about work. While he expresses disdain for the job, the reality is that the Krusty Krab provides him with a sense of stability, structure, and routine that he secretly craves. His financial dependency, complex relationship with SpongeBob, and even his artistic insecurities all contribute to his decision to stay. On the surface, Squidward's disdain for SpongeBob and his dissatisfaction with his job make it seem like he would want to leave the Krusty Krab. However, his inability to succeed in his artistic ambitions, his deep-seated fear of failure, and his need for companionship and routine keep him tethered to the fast food restaurant. Quitting would mean facing the uncertainties of life, something Squidward is unwilling to do. Ultimately, Squidward may hate the Krusty Krab, but it's also the one thing that keeps his life from completely falling apart. The Krusty Krab provides the chaos and stability that Squidward needs, whether he likes to admit it or not. This nuanced portrayal of his character has endeared Squidward to fans, many of whom can relate to his struggles with mediocrity, failed dreams, and a life filled with unfulfilled potential. Through Squidward, the show subtly explores themes of personal identity, ambition, and emotional complexity. Fans, drawing from numerous episodes, agree that Squidward is far more than just a grumpy foil to SpongeBob's endless optimism. He's a tragic yet relatable figure who has chosen to cling to what he knows rather than risk the unknown. In the end, the Krusty Krab is Squidward's safety net, both emotionally and financially. While he might never admit it, The chaotic balance it provides is exactly what keeps him coming back every day. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Why do you think Squidward won't quit? Or do you think he eventually will? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends, and turn on post notifications by ringing that bell. Thanks for watching. Until next time.